NCBM 0324, Section 1.2, Solving Linear Equations in One Variable, Part 2. So let's look at a few more examples with a few more steps involved. Example 2, solve. Part A, 3x minus 5 is equal to 2x plus 7. So taking it a little further, we notice we have variables on both sides of our equal sign, and we have numbers, right, constants without variables, on both sides of the equal sign. Still no fractions though, no parentheses, and we want to get those variables on the same side. So we're kind of jumping towards those last steps. Let's go with the variables first. I have a 3x and I have a 2x. And traditionally we like our variables on the left side. So I'm going to subtract the 2x from both sides. Now why subtraction? Well, this 2x, you can think of it as a positive 2x. So I'm going to undo that positive, that plus, with a minus. And that's going to cancel away on the right-hand side. On the left, I'm going to combine these, 3x minus 2x. Well, that's just simply x, or 1x, if you need to see the coefficient in front. And then I still have the minus 5 equals the 7. And let's do the same thing with the numbers. So this is minus 5 here. I'm going to move it to the other side because that's where my other number is, my other constant. So I'm going to add 5 because it is subtraction. That cancels away. I have my x on the left, my 1x, and 7 plus 5 gives me the 12. Now let's check. This one might be a little more interesting to check. Again, we're checking to make sure that the solution we found, we have x on its own, we didn't need to do any division. We have x is equal to 12. That's going to make this original equation true. That's what we're wondering. So I'm going to plug in the x equals 12, the 12 value, into all the x spots. So I'm checking to see, is 3 times 12 minus 5, is this equal? I put the question mark because I'm not sure yet if it's equal. Is that equal to 2 times 12 plus 7? Well, 3 times 12 is 36. Minus 5, I still need to do. 2 times 12 is 24. Plus that's 7. And then let's check 36 minus 5. Well, that's 31. 24 plus 7 is also 31. So we're good. So yes, this x equals 12 is in fact our solution. Let's try B. We have a lot of terms with the variable, it looks like. I have 4y plus 2 minus 5y is equal to 7 minus 6y. So another change here is that our variable is now a y, but that's okay. It's still a variable. It's still an unknown. We still want to get that y by itself, right? We're trying to solve for that y. So no fractions, no parentheses. Okay, that's good. And I do see terms that I can combine. I have this 4y on the same side as that minus 5y. So I can combine these. I'm not going to change signs because they're on the both on the left side of my equal sign. But I'm going to simplify this to make it look a little nicer. So I can combine the 4y minus the 5y, and that gives me a minus 1y. Maybe here we'll write the minus 1 so we can see it. Minus 1y, because 4 minus 5 is negative 1. I still have the plus 2, and that's going to equal to the 7 minus the 6y on the other side. Looking cleaner, it's looking nicer. Now let's move things around with that addition property of equality. So I'm going to move my variable to the left side. In this case, it's a minus 6y, so I'm going to add 6y to both sides. That cancels on the right-hand side. Let's see what happens on the other part. I have minus 1y plus 6y. In other words, negative 1 plus 6, that's going to give me 5y. I still have the plus 2 is equal to, now on the right-hand side, it's only a 7. So we cancel away the 6y. And then let's subtract 2 from both sides to get that number part combined. Okay, on the left, I still have the 5y. 7 minus the 2 gives me 5. We're almost there. A little more work than the last one, but that's good. Again, this 5y, it's really 5 times y, and we undo multiplication with division. So that 5 divided by 5 becomes a 1. We reduce it down. 1 times the y is just y. And then it just so happens on the right-hand side, 5 divided by 5 also ends up giving me the 1. And then we'll check. Again, good idea, especially when you get to more complicated equations, to check. It's always helpful to make sure we're on the right track. We go back to our original equation. 4 times 1 plus 2 minus 5 times 1. Is this equal to 7 minus 6 times 1? So I'm going to do my parentheses, my multiplications first. They're pretty nice because it's just times 1. So this is what I have now. 4 plus 2 minus 5, does that equal 7 minus 6? Let's see. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 minus 5 is in fact 1. 7 minus 6 is also 1. So we're good to go. My solution is y is equal to 1.